Switch reel. Pediatric news. Pediatric news. I am a pediatrician, board certified pediatrician. Even though I don't know my life, I ain't been practicing since 2015. But anyway, on the cover, just 20 minutes of vigorous activity daily benefits teens. No shit. See, this is what my issue is with medical journals. This is my issue. No shit. The World Health Organization called for moderate to vigorous physical activity, which they've called MVPA. The World Health Organization calls for MVPA, moderate to vigorous physical activity.
You know what?
For an average of 60 minutes a day for physical and mental health. However, the low figure is not no. So they want you to get at least 20 minutes of vigorous activity to maintain your overweight children.
Per day, right? Not per week.
This is the leadership you're getting from the medical establishment.
No, wait. See, I know I'm going to laugh with you, but I'm not going to laugh with you. So, are the parents inherently dependent on the medical establishment?
No.
Okay, so are we pointing that they're talking to the parents?
I don't know who they're talking. This is a pediatric journal. So this is not being read by the public at large. It's being read by pediatricians. Okay, which is, I want you to understand why I found so many of these kinds of things and activities irritating throughout my medical career.
That's right.
I found them actually irritating.
Because the audience and really the medical, let's say, professionals, they don't want to roll in prescribing this stuff. Why? Why do they not want more activity?
Because they're inherently conservative and white.
Okay,
that's
straightforward.
it.
That's straightforward.
Inherently,
that's straightforward.
Before there was all white men, even in pediatrics.
Right.
So they inherently never did give a shit about you.
Right.
Okay? So now it's time to give a shit.
So basically, this is what conservatism will do.
In medicine.
It blows up everybody. And that's being conservative.
If you want to go to unequaltreatment.com and see the website that I have maintained that shows you the actual data on the study that was done here by the National Institute of Health that documented bias and treatment all throughout America. Let me tell you what they have right here. White children more likely to get imaging in emergency departments. No shit once again. White children, white people are more likely to get everything in emergency department. Just don't come in with a bunch of tattoos. Okay? Because studies show that what you look like affects your resuscitation.
You may have a point there, man. Because I even heard, our Metro Rail down here on Crenshaw Boulevard in King, I heard that it's actually being pulled by a few horses.
Hey. Good news, alcohol and marijuana use is down during the pandemics. You know why they say they think it's down?
Too expensive.
No, because the kids are home with their parents. And so either they can't do it around their parents or their parents are stealing their weed.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Alcohol and marijuana use reportedly down during the pandemic.
Is that good news?
I just bring you.
Yeah, that's good news, man.
They're bringing out some information on monkeypox. I went and looked that up. I'll be able to report to you on that. Basically, monkeypox is endemic in certain countries. It means it's always there.
Right.
Okay, so I'll get you some more information about monkeypox related to smallpox in some ways and treated mostly by vaccine. Right. Here's one for those of us who out there still not dealing with COVID. There are some studies that say COVID exposure to developing infants could be dangerous. In other words, having a COVID infection during pregnancy has been linked to a small but significant effect on infant neurodevelopment.
Okay.
So in other words, just don't get COVID while you're pregnant. Does that seem like a logical? Do we really need? Of course, we need studies to tell you.
Yes, yes, you do.
Even though I would say, what would you guess?
Yeah.
If you're pregnant, should you go get COVID? Okay, one of the other things, let me see, I call you blah, 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 blah. Okay, one of the things that's actually happening too is President Biden signed into law, I'm trying to find it, dang it. But anyway, this whole issue of treatment of intersex. Now, what is intersex? Let's talk about it not in terms of the soft cases, but the real cases that I've actually been involved with as a pediatrician. That's when you get a newborn baby and you get ready to tell them whether it's a boy or a girl, and you can't tell. Because what you're looking at looks to be a clitoris the size of a small penis with two labia on the side, which sometimes you can feel a testes in the labia, a rudimentary orifice. So we don't know what sex it is. Okay? We're looking at the genitalia. And I've been involved in this a few times. And everybody's like, what? We have to talk. And we can't do it right there in the delivery room. We got to do it afterwards with some real, I undress the baby and look at everything in detail with the parents. Everything. I undress the baby there. That's my night. Okay, that's my night. And I undress the baby and go over everything and talk to them, get things for them to read, discuss all of this. Because what the baby looks like doesn't determine what the baby's going to grow into. Now, the reason why I bring this up is that when I was a medical student, not even an intern, not a resident, when I was a medical student, I was involved in a discussion in pediatrics with people who later went on to be my attending staff. I got to know these people very well over the years. But I was part of a discussion where we were talking about children that were born intersex and that they made them all into girls because they could. And as a student, I remember saying, after a while, raising my hand, I'm saying, so, they think that you could take somebody, convert them to a girl, tell them that they're a girl, and raise them as a girl, and that they're going to come out being a girl. And I remember my attending staff, these are people who I later went on to have longer relationships. These are some very, very good physicians. But they said, well, Mario, this is what they're doing, and there are reports it's working. And I said, that doesn't make any sense to me. I just doesn't. And guess what? It's totally messed up. You got men looking like sailors who look down at what looks like a vagina. Okay, imagine how they're like, why didn't you at least wait and leave me alone till I was older? So all over the world right now, people who are born intersex, they're passing laws to actually forbid, because in some places they still convert them into girls. You got a 50-50 chance it's right. You got a 50-50 chance. But this is what's happening right now. And so this is actually related in some very different ways to what's happening to what is now being revealed is the fraud of conversion therapy, which is the therapy where they try to assign gender. Like they try to save your son from being gay or for your daughter from being lesbian, convert her. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. All you end up doing is messing somebody up horribly. That does not. What a bunch of crap. And all because of someone's inherent bias against what we're learning about sexuality. And we're learning new things. And I as a pediatrician, too, have to be willing to learn new things as it relates to these things. First of all, I recognize that those of us who are lesbian, bisexual, queer, transgender, you should have the right to self-define your own description and terms. As a black person, I remember that everybody else kept naming us, and we wanted to determine our own name for ourselves. Mm-hmm. Okay, like I didn't get to be black till I was 13. So let's talk about I was colored and Negro. Then I remind people, Negro is what white people called you when they were being nice to you. So, the tide rises, the tide falls, and the news goes on. That's Pediatric News.